Ghostwire Tokyo is among one of the most anticipated survival horror games of the year, but every new game faces some stutters and issues when released initially, and I am here to fix those through this video. Hello everybody, today I shall be telling you about different methods you can use to fix issues like game not launching, crashing, freezing, and black screen on your PC when you try to run Ghostwire Tokyo on your system. So be sure to watch the video till the end to understand it completely and drop a like if the video solves your issues. So with all that being said, without further ado, let's get straight into the fixes. But just a small note before I start off with all the fixes. I will start off with the simple fixes at first and then go along slowly into the more complex ones. So it is recommended that you don't skip the videos or else you may miss out a crucial fix. Fix number 1 should be the most simple thing you can always think of is restarting your PC, because a lot of times there are a lot of software, there are a lot of resources which are being consumed in your system, and to stop them, or at least to stop them till the point you have a good gaming session, you need to restart your PC. So that is something which is always preferred if your game is having some issues. Moving on to fix number 2 is for laptop users who have dual GPUs inside their systems, and the fix is to run the game on the dedicated graphics card. For example, if you have a 1050, a 1650, a 1660, whatever it might be, it is always recommended to play the game on the dedicated graphics card. To do so, it is extremely simple. Go to your Windows search box and type in graphics settings. As soon as you see the option, just click on it. As soon as you click on it, it should take you to the graphics setting page of your Windows system. And from there, you are supposed to go to the browse section. And from there, you are supposed to choose whichever software you want to run with your dedicated graphics card. For example, in my case, I still don't have the game right now with me, but I usually stream Valorant a lot. I play Valorant a lot, and that's why I have placed it specifically for high performance. That is, it will always use the dedicated graphics card. So in this same place, Ghostwire Tokyo should also be included. You can always find the folder in the drive where you have installed the game. For example, if you have installed it in your C drive, then inside your C drive, inside your program files section, you will always find the launcher, that is Steam's folder, and inside Steam's folder you will find the source codes or the source files of Ghostwire Tokyo. So just choose the application and set it on high performance. That should provide you with a solution. Fix number 3 includes disconnecting multiple monitors and USB devices which are not in use, along with disconnecting devices like the Logitech Wheel, and also closing softwares like Razer Synapse, MSI Dragon Center, Corsair Softwares, lightingservices.exe in the task manager. To do so, it's extremely simple. Just right click on the taskbar and go to your task manager. When you do so, you will find the lighting.services.exe process in the background processes. For example, I don't use such processes to get the maximum performance from my system, but if something like that is present, then you will find that in the background processes, and it is always recommended that you close it. Fix number 4 includes doing a clean graphic driver installation. Now, it might be a NVIDIA GPU in your system, or it can be an AMD Radeon GPU. Whichever it is recommended that you go to their specific websites and select the specific driver that you are using. For example, if you are using a NVIDIA 1650, then it's very simple. Just go to the NVIDIA driver section on their website and choose the latest drivers from their website and do a clean install. When you try to install, just check the section where it is written do a clean install and install it. It would get the job done, and if there are any errors related to your graphics drivers, they would be easily fixed and your game should start running smoothly. Fix number 5 includes launching the game using an exe file or run the game launcher as an administrator. Doing so is extremely simple. You're supposed to go to the Windows search box, and in the search location, you are supposed to enter the name of the service or the launcher which you're using to install the game. For example, in case of Ghostwire, it is always supposed to be Steam. And you go right click on it and then open file location. As soon as you open file location, you should find a shortcut to your Steam, and there just right click on it and go to the properties section. From there you go to compatibility and you check the option called as run as administrator. After that you click on apply and OK, and that should get the job done such that you can run your program or you can run your launcher as an administrator. Same can be done with the game. If you go and check in the Steam client, you should be easily able to access the game, and hence you can change the settings similar to what I have done into run as administrator and run the game. Fix number 6 should be roll back graphics drivers to the previous version. Now, after even doing a clean installation of the new graphics driver, if the game is yet stuttering, not starting up, showing the same issues for which you found out this video, then it is always recommended to go back to a previous driver version and then try to run the game, because a lot of times when they release a new driver, even it being optimized, there are yet a lot of things that the developers also need to discuss and discover when the game is released on public platforms. So your issue might be persisting with that new update in the new driver, so going back to the previous one should fix the issue. Fix number 7 is an easy fix, which is to update your Windows. That can be easily done by going to your settings tab in your Windows section, and from there in your settings section just search for update, and from there click on check on updates. The same structure is also maintained in Windows 11. I have personally not upgraded to Windows 11 because still it is not optimized very well for gaming. So you should check up for updates, update your Windows, because sometimes there are a lot of DirectX and a lot of audio files which are very much dependent on the Windows system, and if it is not updated, then the game can show errors. Fix number 8 is allow the game exe file to antivirus softwares or Windows Defender, whichever you are using. If you are using a third-party antivirus software like McAfee, Kaspersky or something similar to that, then it is recommended that you go to that specific software and give Ghostwire Tokyo the access to be run without hindrance from the antivirus. And if it is in case of the Windows Defender, then it is also very simple. Just go to your search box and type in security and go to Windows Security. And as soon as the Windows Security option opens up, you are supposed to go down to App and Browser Control. From there, Exploit Protections Settings, and there you shall find the Program Settings, where you can add a program and customize it accordingly. That is, give it system override, such that it does not lose performance or it is not stopped when it is running by the antivirus or Windows Defender, to be precise. Fix number 9 should be closing all overlay apps which are running in the background of your system. For example, Discord could be one of the applications, GeForce Experience could be one of those applications, and even overclocking softwares like MSI Afterburner should be closed because these consume a lot of power. Discord always uses your utilities like your microphone and your audio output section, so that can always cause an issue. GeForce Experience is always responsible for manipulating the settings of the game and tuning it up or down according to its preferred driver choice. So you need to either manually customize it, or you can just switch it off and customize the settings yourself such that the game does not stutter. And MSI Afterburner is always used for overclocking, so it always cranks up the system but also causes a lot of issues. So it is always recommended that when you're playing such a powerful and such a new title on your system and you lack enough power, for example if you have a normal or subpar GPU, then it's recommended that you shut down and close overclocking softwares like MSI Afterburner. Fix number 10 is installing Visual C++ files on your system. There are a lot of times it's seen that when the launcher is trying to install the game, there are a lot of errors on the C++ files, and you can easily fix that by clicking on the link in the description. You'll find the link of the C++ files. When you open the website, you will find 3 different categories. From there, it is recommended that you install the x86 and x64 on your system, such that whichever is needed whenever by the game and whichever system is running in your PC, according to that the C++ file should be present, and that would enable the game to run smoothly. Fix number 11 should be running Clean Boot. Clean Boot is extremely simple to use and it can be done easily by typing in system configuration in your search box. and when you open system configuration, from there you go to your services section, and there you click on hide all Microsoft services, and then you click disable all, then apply and OK. I have not done this because I have not personally faced a lot of issues whenever I'm playing any game, but if you face any issues, it is always recommended that you do a clean boot. And when you do this, that is, you disable and apply and click on OK, there would be a restart prompt on your system, and when you do that, clean boot should be performed and your PC should be able to run Ghostwire Tokyo. Fix number 12 is a much simpler fix, which is playing the game on windowed mode and lowering down the settings. Often when the game is run for the first time, it always cranks up to its maximum limit of performance. That is, a lot of times you'll see that the settings is cranked up to ultra, but maybe your hardware does not support so much amount of graphic intensity. So that's why it is recommended that you turn down the settings to what is compatible to your PC. And even if it is required, then cap or regulate the frame rate to 60 or 30 FPS, and accordingly you can also tone down the resolution and play it in windowed mode. For example, if your game is running at 2K and your game is getting 30 to 35 FPS, you can always crank down the resolution to 1080p, and that would give you a lot more smoother frame rates. Maybe you're losing a little bit of quality, but that's something you have to do if you want a much smoother experience. Fix number 13 is uninstalling and reinstalling the game to a different drive. A lot of the times when you try to dump in all your files and all your softwares into a single drive, it puts a lot of pressure on it and it is not able to handle a lot of load simultaneously, even if it is an SSD, and that might result in installation errors when the game is being installed. So after you have done all the fixes I have said previously, it is recommended only if your problem persists, then uninstall the game and reinstall it either in a different drive if you can do so, or create a separate partition of your default drive and installing it there, such that a lot of lower amount of stress is given on the storage component and your game can be given much more amount of preference, such that it can be installed easily without any errors and can be run smoothly. And that is gonna be all for today, guys. I hope the video was useful enough and it fixed your issues so that you can play the game and have the complete experience of Ghostwire Tokyo. I also want to include the fact that more persisting issues may remain and may be discovered even later in the future, and those issues might not be fixed using these fixes which I have said. So if you are having an issue of that kind, then it is always recommended that you explain your problem in the comment section down below. I would always respond back or make a separate video if I can to help you and provide you with a fix such that you can have your smooth gameplay experience. Drop a thumbs up and get subscribed to the channel if you want to receive more exciting videos and fixes weekly. And with all that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, peace out.